What's up, YouTube? Alright, so we got another Yu-Gi-Oh! News video here. It's going to be a very, very short one because this week, beginning of May, not a lot has happened in the Yu-Gi-Oh! Community. So today we're going to start off with a couple things that are more personal, right? So first of all, make sure you go on Twitter. If you use Twitter, I'm not really a big social media guy, but go ahead and follow me on Twitter and Instagram because I've been trying to get up to speed with social media. Personally, I haven't really used social media. I used to use Facebook and maybe Snapchat personally, but honestly, it's a waste of time. But starting a business, starting a channel, and all that stuff, having these things does help you out, and I'm starting to see that. So for professional reasons, I will have a Twitter, and all the links will be in the description. Go ahead and follow, or whatever the social medias call friending people nowadays. I really don't know. But anyway, so we're gonna segue here to the second personal thing, and that is that the website 𝗦𝗦𝗘𝗓𝗔𝗡𝗚 that I created has product information for Ancient Guardians. So if you want to see what the new reptiles, for example, do in a nice, clean interface, go ahead and check it out. But moving on, we actually do have at least 2 bits of information for upcoming product. The first thing here is that we're going to get reprints of Fusion Tag and Fusion Deployment in the Cyber Dragon structured deck, and the reprints, or at least one of them, Fusion Deployment reprint, is really good because we only have 1 printing as of right now, and it's an ultra rare printing in what was it? I think it was the set before Rise of the Duelist. So it has been a while, maybe like a year and a half, and I was really hoping for this reprint in the Mega Tins, but now that the Cyber Dragon structure deck will get it, at least I'm happy because it's a really good card for any Fusion deck. If you don't have it, then you're kind of missing out. And me as a hero player, since we're going to get the new Neos Kluger, the fusion between Yubel and Elemental Hero Neos, this card will be crazy in that deck. Also, if for some reason, hopefully, hint hint Konami, if Konami ever does update Yubel, give the archetype new support, this card will actually be pretty good in that deck as well, because Neos Kluger references both Neos and Yubel, so that'd be pretty cool to be able to summon Yubel directly from the deck in the off chance that Konami actually reprints Yubel or makes new support for Yubel. I'm not holding my breath, but I mean, a boy can dream. Moving on, same thing, same product here, structure deck, Cyber Strike. We got a new trap, brand new, not a reprint. It's called Cyber Dark Invasion. We'll go ahead and read the effects. So once per turn, you can activate one of these effects. Target 1 Cyber Dragon, Cyber Dark effect monster. You control equip 1 dragon or machine, which is pretty cool because the OG Cyber Dark was only dragon. So dragon or machine monster from either graveyard, so that's also pretty cool. Although, what are the chances? Although the Link, Dragon Link, right? That's a big deck. This card might be decent. Machine, not so much machine, but maybe dragon. It'll combat dragon a little bit. From either graveyard to the target as an equip spell, so you're equipping some dragon or effect from either graveyard to your Cyber Dark. That would make it gain 1,000 attacks. So, I think the original Cyber Dark dragons, they took the attack but halved it. So, it might be good, it might be bad. That first effect is a little, up in the air. But so second effect, send 1 equipped card you control equipped to a machine monster to the graveyard. Destroy 1 card your opponent controls. I think that's the exact effect of the new Gearfried, that came out in Toon Chaos, and it's a pretty decent effect. The only drawback for this is that it's a trap card, so it's slower. I don't know how I feel about this. Overall, Cyber Strike, this structure deck, I don't think is going to be that good of a structure deck. I think this should be probably the last new card that we get. We got maybe 5 new cards. The new fusion looks pretty cool, but will it do anything? I don't think so. I don't know, dude. I think they really did screw up they screwed up a chance to make Cyber Dragons really cool, or at least Cyber Dark Dragons. They did try a little bit to merge Cyber Dragon and Cyber Dark, the archetypes, and I don't think they did a good job, personally. But hey, you know what? We're getting it very soon in the TCG, and actually the OCG is getting it next week, so that's going to be interesting to see. But yeah, I'm still gonna get it. I'm disappointed in Konami, but really, I mean, is that really news? I think a lot of people have been getting disappointed in Konami recently, so whatever. Actually, we have one more story here because I've seen some people talk about this. So, if you haven't heard, Walmart and maybe Target will probably stop selling cards. We'll probably stop selling Yu-Gi-Oh cards. There's been a flyer circulating that, at least for sure, Walmart has been thinking about no longer stocking Yu-Gi-Oh product, and people are kind of like up in arms and shit. So I guess I'll give my 2 cents in this that will probably that people will probably not like because I keep it real for you guys. But so the first thing is here, really nerdy people, and Yu-Gi-Oh does attract a lot of nerdy people, do not know how to act right. And I'm sure some of you guys know what I'm talking about. We have a lot of cases where people are harassing employees and people are greedily trying to get cards. Like, you guys need to chill. That's the first thing. The second thing is that there have apparently been some people that have been stealing, shoplifting, etc. cards. And as someone who used to actually shoplift cards before, I forgot how old I was when I stopped, maybe like 15, 16. It's a really, like, just don't do it, dude. It's not worth it. And this is really this is the correct response from Walmart and Target. They're just protecting their employees, they're protecting their bottom line, and you can't really blame them for trying to protect their employees. It just sucks because now a lot of people will either have to buy online, so they have to have a good vendor that they trust, that they like. Like, for example, some people like Yugioh Black Market, YGO Black Market, and good on you if you have a favorite provider, a favorite vendor. Some people will want to go to an OTS store. Unfortunately, the stores around me, my OTS stores kind of suck, so it's unfortunate because everyone's getting punished for the actions of some people. And I will also add that some people are saying some stuff about scalping and all this stuff. I think scalping is blown out of proportion. The internet really likes to vilify certain things, right? We're going to go with the internet. The internet likes to create boogeymen, and if someone says something that's convenient, like someone somewhere on the internet has to have said, oh, you know what, people are doing this for scalping, and then, automatically people attribute it, and that's the boogeyman now.
Well, I know it's absurd, but I dreamed the boogeyman was after me, and he's
Boogeyman! You nailed the window shut! I'll get the gun! Ah! Art, I don't want to alarm you, but there may be a boogeyman or boogeymen in the house!
I don't think the shortages in Target and Walmart are necessarily because of scalping. It honestly doesn't make sense. I think, because you gotta think rationally here. If scalping was such a problem, why is basically every Walmart and every Target being hit? Like, there's no way there's that many scalpers in that many locations, in that many, like, isolated regions, right? It just doesn't make sense. The most likely and simple solution, or simple, I don't know how to phrase this, but basically what I'm saying is, dude, we were in a pandemic. Konami obviously wasn't prepared for it. They're obviously not printing as much product as people want to buy now that people are forced, or were forced, to stay at home, play with people. Normally, right before the pandemic, you would go out to eat, but maybe now, or when the pandemic was at its biggest, you would buy cards and play with people at your house instead of going out. So, I mean, obviously the pandemic hit every company hard. Konami, I mean, we also have proof. I mean, Konami's quality control has been shit, right? There's been a lot of people complaining about the quality of cards. In general, I don't think it's the boogeyman that people are referring to, also known as scalpers. It's just a pandemic, bro. Like, just chill. Yu-Gi-Oh community, stop being socially inept, and I think maybe if Target and Walmart do decide to take off all the product, maybe it'll come back if you guys act right. But that's where I'm going to leave it. Actually, it turned out to be a lot longer than I thought, ranting a bit. But yeah, I mean, leave a like, subscribe, it helps out. Leave a comment. Yell at me if you disagree about these nerds not acting right. I should probably put a meme in here about if you've ever watched King of the Hill, that boy ain't right. Yu-Gi-Oh community, you ain't right. But yeah, you can disagree. Whatever. See ya.